Hello YouTubers, this is Crow Crusader, DC Danton. I'm actually filming right out of the kitchen window of my apartment. I have noticed several men going up on the rooftop of the Seepark Shopping Center. Very suspicious. They put on special plastic gloves and had garbage trash bags, so obviously they're really not gardeners. I saw them. What's interesting is that when they went up to the rooftop, if you see the Seepark sign left to the left of the video, facing toward the street, you will see, well, I'm going to tell you that I saw several crows fly up from this lower rooftop. This place is notorious for rooftop poisoning. Of course, again, I can't prove it, but what I can prove is that the birds are feeding there and not on the feeding station on the field. And what also is suspicious is that these two young men that went up there put on special plastic gloves, latex gloves, with trash bags. Near, I don't know if you can see that, on the rooftop there's a little yellow, looks yellow. That's the machine that uses the infrared. That makes the screeching sounds to scare away the birds. Right near, practically, well, right around that piece of equipment, one of the young men picked up a box. It looked like a box, which I could even see from here because at that time I was using my binoculars. It looked like a box that you would find pesticides in. Like granulars of snail bait and that sort of thing. And one corner of it was open. And he picked it up and put it in the trash bag. But they were definitely looking around. So it's not that they're pulling weeds or they're doing something up there to that effect. But it almost looks like the fact that they put on latex gloves, not gardening gloves, and trash bags. It almost looks like, and actually people can't really get up there, so they're not people partying up there. Perhaps they party on the terrace down below, where you see the orange Migros sign, the parking lot. That's notorious for young people hanging out and playing music and so forth and so on, but not on the rooftop. Recently I've seen crows gravitating to the rooftop, which they never do. And strangely enough, the bird screeching machine hasn't been on. It was, and for the last 2-3 days it's been shut off, or it's not working. I can't tell you. But then again, I see crows hanging out there. It could be because the machine's not on, but the weird thing is they're dipping down on the rooftop. And that's what they do when they're feeding. And, you know, it used to be, the Seepark Shopping Center used to be a place where a lot of pigeons gravitated because they like the little cubby holes and the highness of the building, because pigeons like to roost up high. So pigeons are originally from the Middle East and were brought to Europe and to America, but they're not native. They're not native to either one of those continents. The pigeon originally originates from North Africa. So I want to say it is very strange when they walk by. A group of crows flew away from the rooftop when they walked by. I don't see the young men here on this side, but they may have noticed me with the binoculars, because if I can see them, they can see me. They have poisoned there before. There's a picture on my Facebook, and I believe it's also on Instagram, that shows what the Seepark used to look like when the crows were roosting there. Of course, they didn't stay there all day. They just met there in the morning. And what you see, there you go. Did you see that, YouTubers? Did you see that crow go down on the rooftop? He's not going to the field. He's feeding on the rooftop. Why would there be a cardboard box very identical to a box you would find snail bait, some kind of granular pesticide in, right there, empty on the rooftop? What's that doing up there? That is what I have to go by. So if I put all these things together, and all the disappearing birds over the last 2 years and longer, this has been going on for a long time, even before I came to Switzerland, and I've been here 11 years. But how would I know that? I didn't live anywhere near the shopping center, so I had no idea what was going on. So I assume this has been going on a long time, certainly where the pigeons are concerned. So there are now a few crows, but as the crows come here and roost on the roof, after a few days they're gone. They're gone until new ones come. There hasn't been crows on top of the Seepark for many months, actually, because they killed all of them that usually roosted there, including many couples of crows, which means we lost any opportunity of losing all the females here, because obviously with all the males that we have there, they should be pairing up, but because they mate for life. It's just, I don't understand this. But this is Gerhard Lang. It's like I said, and this is his quote. I'm going to quote him again. I'll quote him 1,000 times until everyone hears me and knows what I'm saying. I will kill each and every bird. And he's doing it. He's doing it. Piecework, one at a time. 2, 3 at a time. It's not just hatefully. Today I noticed, and I posted that my smartphone video, observing the crows doing the same thing, feeding on the hatefully rooftop. That can only mean one thing. Why wouldn't they go to the field? Because they have something new, something more delicious, sausage, who knows what, that's attracting them to the rooftop. So, I mean, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. And I'm making an appeal here. I'm started marketing my my YouTube channel, the Crow Crusader YouTube channel, to try and get this out there. We have to save the few birds that we have left. And it's not just the crows. We have no blackbirds here. When I first moved here almost 6 years ago, we had a couple blackbirds, not many, maybe 10 or so, because they're very sensitive to the environment, to pollution. They don't live very well alongside man. They're rather delicate, and they're really not aggressive. And they're all gone. They're all gone. Because as they poison those birds, that's the collateral damage. Those are the other birds that are poisoned. And this is how it goes, over and over, till all the birds are gone, and it becomes a dead zone. It becomes a dead zone. Here's the school. I mean, at any one time, 6 years ago, on the lawn of the Seepark School right here. There used to be birds at any one time during the day, but you have to look for them. And when you do, there's only 5 or 6, not 15 or 20. They're gone. They're all gone. Of course, the janitor, Mrs. Meister, is for me a bird hater, because she's gone after me, almost ran me over with her car, has constantly videotaped, has written letters to superintendent of school, you know, saying I dare not throw a piece of bread, but the children at recess time leave food all over the place. But that's okay. But if you throw down a couple of peanuts, 5 or 6 peanuts, that's blasphemy. That is unbelievable. But we all know her story and her husband's story. So I stand by that. Go ahead, bring it on. Bring your lawyers on, okay? I know that bird was shot in his wing. I saw the hole. I saw the blood. And Mr. Meister was the only one there. And I told him I was getting a box. And when I came back, the bird was gone. And it couldn't really walk, couldn't move. And it was gone. And he was gone. Yeah, well, I'm just basing that on my observation, and I stand by it. Bring on the lie detector test. Bring it on, okay?